After months of planning and preparing lessons, and hours spent packing and traveling, a small group from a small church in Minnesota found their way to a mountainous region in Thailand. The team, Pastor Bart Thompson, Kathy Bush, John Michael, and Candace Diamond, all from Inver Hills Church, along with their dear friends Randy and Janelle Wright. Their mission? To teach at a Love and Marriage Conference hosted by Bloom International, a Kansas City-based ministry supported by Inver Hills Church. Their audience? A displaced people group known as the Karen, a population who has faced decades of persecution from the Burma government.
The groups that are in Thailand are essentially refugees that have moved there. And so where we were specifically up in the mountains there, they have created their own communities and so forth. And they just don't have a lot of people ministering directly to them.
And while Bloom International has had a mighty ministry to women and children throughout Asia, the ministry's founder, Rochelle Morlock, said it was time to expand their mission field.
Well, we're doing stuff for the women, but what about the men of these beautiful women? And for the first time, we were able to do it. We did an amazing 3-day conference where these men got to come alongside their wives and hear truth, hear value, and work on breaking some of that stigma of what it looks like to be a married couple in Asia.
Admittedly, it seems questionable that a bunch of Midwest, middle-class Americans could offer marriage advice to a community a world away. But what the team had to offer went far beyond language barriers and cultural differences.
What is so cool about Inver Hills is we've been together for 30 years, going deeper and deeper in God, in the kingdom of God, in the presence of God. And God, to whom much is given, much is required. And God is saying, take what I've given you and carry it to others.
And he chose us to carry his image on earth.
We really broke it down to relationship between first you and God, then you and your spouse, and then from there you can minister to your kids, and how these 3 relationships have to be in line properly.
Valuable lessons in a culture where the men and women live their life based on stereotypes rather than their true kingdom identity.
We were really able to just speak to the women there about how important their role being a wife, being a mom actually is, but more so how important their role is in having that relationship with God. And so there were a lot of light bulb moments in the women where they really started to kind of understand how that relationship is so important.
You could literally see people being broken free of mindsets and believing things that aren't true, to suddenly they're believing God's truth, biblical truths that they had never seen before. Every single person came up to us at one point or another, just thanking us for being able to come and teach and be with them.
God Encounters continued way beyond the 3-day conference. The trip was highlighted by a spontaneous time of worship at Prayer Mountain, an opportunity to speak into the lives of the youth and children, trips into the city and interactions with the nationals. But perhaps the one who received the most blessings is the one who has given the most.
We minister to the missionary, and so each one on this trip had a specific ministry to Rochelle and her children, so that by the end we've just developed a relationship with them. We're family.
Thank you so much for the support and the love, not just by letting me borrow your pastor, but just to empower the individuals that you guys prayed for and chose to come on this great mission. Thank you.